Hey, fellow explorers, guess what? Today we're going to pan for gold. That's right, I'm at the Gold Prospecting Adventure in Jamestown, California. And check this out. This is what's called a sluice. So when you're panning for a lot of gold, so sometimes miners, they used to use what's called a little pan. That's why it's called panning for gold. But when you're using a lot of water going through, you flush it through what's called a sluice. So all the water goes through here. See these little rocks? The rocks get caught here, and the gold gets caught in these little things right here. And check out, this is a modern sluice. This one's made out of metal. Same thing. The water goes in here. See these little rocks and things get caught up here? See all these little rocks right here? They get caught inside the sluice. And then the gold goes down underneath it, and the gold comes out here and comes out. So it's very interesting. And I'm going to show you how to do all this cool panning for gold in one moment. Stay tuned and check it out.
Come explore with Explorer and you'll learn so much more. Find new facts, see new things, grow like never before. Search around, sky or ground, you never know what's in store. Explore, explore, explore. Explore, explore, explore.
So check it out. This is an old mine. They actually, way back in the 1800s, they actually used to mine the gold out of the ground. You can see in here, it actually collapsed. So many, many years ago, this mine collapsed and now they can't use it anymore. But it's still here. You can see it says danger, and they had the old tin roof. They had wood holding it up. You see the tracks right here? It's got metal tracks for the ore carts. The ore carts came out and they went in, and here they are. And they've loaded these carts up with gold, dump them out, bring them back in the mine and load them up again. And you can see all around here, check this out. All around, you see all these old buildings here. That's an example of a wooden house that they used to have here. Right here, up here, you can see this is an old wagon from an old horse wagon. So they used to have horses pull the carts full of the gold ore and gold nuggets. Now eventually, they got such a big operation, so many gold nuggets, that they had to actually build a train system here. So Jamestown has a train up here too. But before we get to that, check it over here. This is where we're going to be panning today. This is called Woods Creek. So way back in 1848, a man named Benjamin Woods and his partner, they were looking for gold, and they found this river, and there's all kinds of gold nuggets all over the place. So that kind of helped start a whole gold rush right here. Even a year before, 1849 is when the gold rush started in San Francisco. 1848, the year before, people started coming up here to Jamestown because there was gold right here. And now we're going to show you how to go ahead and pan for gold. I'm going to teach you how to do that right now. Okay, check it out. So this is Woods Creek, and I'm going to cross it. You see right here the water flowing through, but they actually built a little rock bridge to go walk across it. So I'm going to walk across it right now. And it's pretty shallow. You can see it's not very deep. And there's like little bugs, little water bugs skipping on the surface. But we're going to be standing right inside this creek in a moment. We're going to put on some rubber boots and stand inside it and start panning. So check it out, and I'll show you that. Hey guys, check it out. Now this right here is what's called quartz. This is the quartz rock. So get up real close, you can check this out. So quartz is I'm sure you've seen quartz. It's a very shiny rock. And what it is, basically, it's a mineral. But did you know that gold, generally when you find it, sometimes you find solid gold nuggets, but most of the time what you find are quartz rocks with gold streaks going through. That's called a vein. That's why you look for gold veins and you try to find the mother lode where all the veins come from. You find the mother lode, you get really rich. But when you're panning for gold, you want to find an area that has lots and lots of quartz rocks. If you find quartz rocks, that means you have an area with lots and lots of minerals. Gold is a mineral, so the more minerals you have, the better the chance you're going to find gold. So today we're going to start panning in an area that has lots of these rocks. But first things first, you got to put on your shoes because you got to stand in the water. So I got to put on these rubber boots, put these on, put them right over my shoe. Put them like this. And then once I get these on, we'll be all set to go. All right, guys, so we're going to start panning for gold now. But first, now this area, there's a lot of folks come here in Jamestown, and they go on this prospecting adventure. So right now, there's actually another family here panning for gold. We're going to pan with them. And we're going to show you how you get in the water and you dig up the gold and you put it in a sluice and you do it in the pans. We'll show you all that stuff. But right now, there's a family back here. We're going to go ahead and dig with them. And that proves to you guys that you guys can do this too. Because look, there's some little kids here. I know you guys can do it. You guys are probably bigger than these kids. Maybe you're younger. I don't know. But it shows you that anyone at any age can pan for gold, and it's lots and lots of fun. So come on, let's check this out. Now, first of all, you got to step into the water, and it can be a very perilous thing. So you got to kind of be careful. You step in, and you step into the water. Now look at it. See that? I'm stepping in, but good thing I have these boots on because look at, keep my pants dry, just like I said. So It's perfect. And back here, you see over here? This is the pan. And I'll show you how to use it. Hey, we're back and check it out. This is Frying Pan Frank. Now he has been panning for gold and he's done mining for gold for several years. And actually, so when you come up here to Jamestown, he might be the guy that shows you how to do it. So today he's going to help me out. He's going to show me how to do panning and how to do sluicing. And right now we're going to start with the basic process of digging up some dirt, and he's going to show me that. Now Frying Pan Frank, now what do you normally do to get ready to get this stuff all going?
Well, first you got to move a few rocks.
Okay.
And you got to think heavy.
Think heavy.
Because that's what gold is.
Gold is very heavy, right?
If I ever ask you what it is, that's the answer.
Heavy.
Heavy. Of course, the more you know about it, the better off you are. But I got to move a couple bigger rocks in there to get some dirt.
Okay.
So I can get some dirt on a shovel. So I moved a couple big rocks already.
Ooh, these rocks are pretty heavy.
Yeah, some of them are big. And big rocks mean big gold. Oh, here's a good one.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's do this one. Ugh. All right, underneath this rock's probably some dirt. You can't just dig it like beach sand.
And so what we're going to do now is we're actually going to dig up some dirt. And first, we have the bucket. Now this bucket, he fills with water. And the water actually helps the dirt settle down to the bottom because we dig up this. You see the, I don't know if you can see here, but it looks very kind of muddy. And it looks a lot like chocolate syrup kind of. And that's
chocolate
all.
Milk.
Chocolate milk. And so it's a lot, what it is basically is just kind of grind up dirt and sand. And so you want to get rid of that. So what this right here is a strainer.
And it's getting the bigger rocks out.
And it gets all the big rocks out and the water goes through there. And so then eventually we're going to get rid of the water and have all the, because it settles down to the bottom, all the heavy stuff. Again, gold is heavy. So you want the heavy stuff that we want. You don't want to deal with the light stuff. Light stuff is no good, so we're going to get rid of that stuff. But right now, let's go ahead and put some dirt in there.
Okay, get some dirt on the screen, and that classifies the bigger rocks out, which makes the panning more efficient.
Oh, it's got rocks.
Good. That's good. Some of these rocks are pretty, and you're always looking for Indian arrowheads or Native American artifacts, let's say that, and gold nuggets and gold coins and whatever is valuable. As you're digging, you never know what you might find.
Now I'm getting mostly rocks. I'm not getting too much dirt here. But.
You start your shovel down next to the rock, fill a soft spot, and work it in. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's probably enough for right now.
Okay.
So now you pull the bigger rocks out.
Pull the big rocks out, yeah.
And look at them.
Make sure there's no veins in there.
And shake it.
Now notice how he's going back and forth. It's almost like a steering wheel. He's still back and forth, and what that does is it shakes it all up and it gets rid of all the loose stuff.
Yeah, and it gets the bigger rocks out.
And now we can see.
And see all these. There's a piece of jasper.
Ooh, see, it's kind of neat stuff.
Okay, so now we got some of the bigger rocks out.
Okay.
That's what we're doing here. Now I'm going to pour some chocolate milk out.
So again, so now he's dumping out the loose stuff that's floating. So the heavy stuff is settling to the bottom. So if there's any gold in there, it's going to settle to the bottom. It won't pour out. That's why he can pour it out confidently that he won't get rid of the gold.
And the same thing's happening in my pan. When everything's moving in my pan, the gold gets down on the bottom. It doesn't want to come up at all.
Ah.
And it doesn't want to go down at all either because there's friction.
So it just wants to sit right there.
Gravity's pulling on the gold so strongly, there's a lot of friction when it gets on the bottom of the pan.
So
it doesn't want to come up, and it doesn't want to go down either.
So it'll just sit right there at the top then?
It'll be on the bottom of the pan if everything's moving.
Okay.
So let me demonstrate. Let me get some dirt in here. Take the shovel and get that dirt back out. All right.
Now see, he's got to loosen it up a little bit. Once he loosens it up, he can free up the gold if there's any in there.
This is how we catch it. I'm going to do it real fast one time, and then me and you can do it together.
Okay, that sounds good.
Because it's kind of like riding a bicycle. You can't read a book or watch a video about doing it, but it sure is nice to have somebody holding the handlebars and getting you the balance on it.
Oh, definitely.
So that's what I'm going to do. So see all the dirt? You put it under the water, and you mix it up. And in the process of mixing it up, everything starts moving around, and the gold gets on the bottom of the pan. See? And I'm getting all that chocolate milk out.
Ah.
That chocolate milk is clay. I call it chocolate milk because I like making mud pies. And that's what you have to wash your mud pie down with. Okay, so after stirring it up a while, it starts to clear up, see?
Now it's all rocks and pebbles in there.
And the clay is gone. And there's no big rocks either. So now, you just put the pan on the water. At first it's under the water. Now it's on the water. And you find where the ridges are. The pan has ridges on it, see? And then you find them and you put them in the middle and you shake it. And you move it around in circles and you shake it. That gets the gold on the bottom.
Ah.
That's called stratification. Then after it's stratified, you shake it and you tilt it like you're gonna pour it out. And then you stop when it starts coming out and then you push and pull. That takes the top layer off. And then you shake it. That keeps the gold on the bottom. It gets down. It's called, and every time you shake it, it gets, if it wasn't already down, it's for sure
it's a
on
process.
the bottom.
And again, he's talking about stratification. Now stratification, when something's stratified, if you see for example stratified rocks, it's just different layers. And so what this is doing is it's actually, every time you shake it, you get another layer, it goes a little deeper down, deeper down, deeper down. And so it gets to the very bottom layer of the sand.
Which would be the heaviest layer.
Yeah.
And the heaviest, gold is heavier than everything else in the world almost. And so it's definitely the heaviest stuff there is in this ground. And so when I shake it, it stays on the bottom. It doesn't want to move. Look at how much dirt I've got out of here already.
Wow.
I haven't lost any gold, if there is any. Let's hope there is. Okay, now you shake it and get it in one spot. And you can do this standing up.
And you see now it's down to just the bare minimum amount, just a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like a smiley face.
It's like a happy face is smiling, see that?
Exactly, I put 2 eyes and a mouth, or nose and a mouth. Then you flatten a smiley face out, make it big smiley face. Then you put the water on that side of the pan. And then you walk the dog, I call it. Well, it's the ocean waves.
Just gonna go back and forth slowly, yeah.
You're using an axis point in the middle of your pan. And you're just making that wave come up and down. And if there is any gold in this pan, it'll be the last thing we see. Aha! Eureka!
I see a little bit right there. I
You
see a
see
little
a
spot.
piece?
Yeah, I can see it's gold color. I can see a little fleck of gold.
Look how heavy it is. It's staying on the bottom.
It's
There's-
the last thing left.
There's a couple smaller pieces even.
Wow.
See how small they are? But they're still heavy.
Yeah.
One right there and there's one way up here. So that's how you get the gold out of the ground. Without a gold pan, it's kind of like going fishing without a fishing pole.
Can't catch many fish that way.
That's right. And you can catch gold with a gold pan just like you can actually find it where the fish like to hide in the flood. This is the belly bounce. That gets all that dust. There's more than just 2 pieces there. Let's get all that stuff down there. Get down there. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces.
Wow. See, that's nice. Now, see, that's fun. And we started off at nothing, and now we got 7 little tiny pieces of gold. That's exciting. I'm excited. This is really cool stuff.
Now, once you find it in that one spot,
And go back to that spot,
it's
right?
it's like birds of a feather flock together and fish of a fin swim together. Heavy stuff hangs together when it's flowing down the creek in the flood. So there might be more there because there was one piece
Yeah,
right
because
there.
that's a heavy spot. They all kind of sat down and settled right there, right? They all settled right in that same spot.
Exactly. And it's not over there, it's only over here. Sometimes it's not everywhere. It's only in little places where the heavy stuff
Yeah.
likes to be.
Wow.
That's when you become a miner. And you want to catch all of them that are in that one spot.
So you
And
gotta
that's what
dig-
miners do.
Then they dig deeper. That's what they mine, right? They dig
They
deeper in the hole?
dig deeper, they move out, they get a lot of dirt.
Yeah.
And they move a lot more dirt than just a pan. So now, do you got that bottle?
Yeah, so I have a bottle. So earlier, he was showing me, he gave me a bottle. And when you go panning for gold, I gotta find it, it's in my pocket here. And basically what you do is you have a little bottle and you put water in it.
Let's pour the
And
water out now.
Here it is right here.
Okay.
So,
So you take the bottle, hold the pan for me. Good.
and this is how you store your gold in a little bottle. So that way you can also see it. It makes it look big too.
You gotta have water in it. So you fill it all the way up with water. So there's a meniscus.
So that's like a little bubble, the meniscus, right? It's like a little bubble right on top.
Then you dry your finger off and you touch the wet gold. I'm gonna get this little piece. And then you touch the water. Then you touch the pan before you wipe your shirt off, or wipe your finger off again.
In
So
case
go
it's
ahead,
still on
you
your
try
finger.
it.
Okay.
Either way. Make sure you can touch the water. If you can't, put some more water in the bottle.
I got it in there,
Got it.
okay.
Okay, one more, 2 more.
Gotta dry my finger here.
Yep, there's one more there. Mhm.
Okay.
And that's how you collect it in just a panning.
right here is the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Did I
Okay.
get it?
Yeah, I think there's that one too. These are super small, but they all add up.
Oh yeah.
You can melt them down into one big chunk.
That's right.
That's a good thing because it's metal. And it's malleable, but a lot more malleable than iron would be.
Now see if you guys can, I don't know if you can see this right up close here, but that is, see a little of this gold flakes in there? Pretty awesome, huh? That came right out of the ground.
Let me see. If you hold the bottle like this and look straight down on it, there we go. Now you can see it, huh?
And gold is beautiful in the sunlight because it's golden. That's why it's called, and the sunlight's golden. That's why they call it golden sun. It just sparkles.
And not only that, but if it's in the shade, it still shines like there's sun on it. It doesn't sparkle. All the glitters is not gold. And that saying might have came back from the Egyptian times.
Well, there are a lot of things out in the world that can fake you. Pyrite and other things out there that look like gold that's not. But gold,
Fool's gold.
fool's gold. But gold, like I said,
That's right.
the quickest way to find out for sure is if gold is much heavier than everything else.
That's right. None of those fool's golds are heavy.
No.
And there's so many things that look like gold, you can't even count that many.
I know. But this is the real stuff, folks. And now we're going to do some sluicing. I'm going to show you how to do sluicing.
Yeah, let's do some sluice box. Let's put some of this dirt through that.
Okay.